Watch a miracle that happened in the Kaaba. An anger from Allah descended upon Saudi Arabia and the sacred mosque in Mecca. Glory be to Allah. But if you are a Muslim, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel so we can know how many Muslims are watching this clip. For whoever guides to good is like the one who does it. Peace be upon you. Watch, for the first time, a great miracle that happened in front of the Kaaba just a few hours ago. Glory be to Allah. Peace be upon you again. Now, we will show you the great miracle that took place in the Kaaba just minutes ago, a miracle that will leave you shocked and amazed. But let us tell you the story from the beginning. The story begins when strange events appeared in the Kaaba, and it became empty of visitors. Saudi Arabia decided to keep the courtyard of the Kaaba closed during the suspension of Umrah in order to protect the sacred mosque in Mecca and to prevent anything harmful from reaching the holiest site for Muslims, emphasizing the importance of maintaining the cleanliness of the two holy mosques and preventing the spread of anything harmful, and to intensify cleaning and sterilization efforts in both holy mosques outside prayer times. It was repeatedly announced that the two holy mosques would be closed 1 hour after the evening prayer and reopened 1 hour before the dawn prayer. Many people confirmed that this was a sign of Allah's anger because of the things happening lately that displease him. That's why the Kaaba was left empty for the first time in a very long period, and many said this was a warning to Muslims that the Day of Judgment is near. Saudi Arabia decided that the circumambulation area around the Kaaba and the Sa'i area between Safa and Marwa would remain closed throughout the suspension period of Umrah. Prayers would only be held inside the mosque itself. This decision was called a temporary suspension of Umrah for citizens and residents, meaning that no one would be allowed to enter the Grand Mosque or the surrounding courtyards. And from here, the great miracle happened, the one that astonished everyone. A worker from the cleaning staff of the two holy mosques told us about it. This worker shared his story in a TV interview on a Saudi channel. He said, "By Allah, everything I tell you is true. It happened right before my eyes." The story began with an old man, an elderly man who was performing tawaf around the Kaaba. He looked very tired and exhausted. I felt that he was about to collapse to the ground at any moment. He appeared to be seriously ill. At that time, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia had already decided to evacuate the Kaaba, and that old man was among the last people to leave after the closure of the sacred mosque was announced. I was the only one watching this old man. And strangely, I noticed that he was suffering from symptoms of a severe cold or influenza. He was sneezing and coughing heavily. At that moment, I felt great fear because the man seemed to have something unusual, something I wasn't 100% sure about, but I was almost 90% certain that he had the disease spreading in China at that time. And since he was an old man, I was sure that his time was near, that he was in his final moments of illness. I wanted to help him in what might be the last moments of his life, but I was very afraid to speak to him or even to approach him. Yet my courage and curiosity got the better of me, and I decided to go closer to confirm what was wrong with this man. When I approached him, I was wearing a mask. I gathered my courage, stopped the old man and said, "Peace be upon you." He replied, "And peace be upon you." I asked him, "Do you need any help?" He said, "No, my son, thank you." "Leave me be." I said, "What's happening to you? Why do you look so weak and tired?" He said to me, "I will tell you my story. I am a lonely man. My son left me and traveled away, and my wife passed away 2 months ago. Since then, I have been living alone until I became ill. It started with a simple cold, and I thought, in 2 days, I'll recover. But the cold continued for 2 weeks, so I decided to visit a doctor to make sure that I hadn't caught something more serious. The doctor told me, "You are infected with the disease that is spreading right now, and there is a very high chance that you will pass away within a month." I left the doctor's office hopeless, feeling that my life was coming to an end. I wanted to spend the rest of my life in worship and closeness to Allah Almighty. So I decided to spend my remaining days at the Kaaba. Here, I spent 5 days circling around the Kaaba, praying and begging Allah Almighty to heal me from this illness. I kept walking and praying and crying. Then suddenly I felt that I had improved. I felt much, much better than before. But still I was sure I was going to die, though deep inside a small feeling told me that maybe Allah had healed me. So I decided to go for medical tests again in Saudi Arabia to confirm whether I was still in the last stages of the disease or not. And then the miracle happened. The miracle that made me cry so much before the doctor. The doctor said to me, "You only have a mild cold. I will give you some medicine and you will be completely fine within a week, God willing." I left the clinic crying with joy. I was overwhelmed with happiness because Allah had healed me. Glory be to Allah, He is capable of all things. Whoever sincerely turns to Allah Almighty will never be disappointed. Then I decided to go back to the Kaaba once again, to perform Umrah as a way to thank Allah Almighty for what had happened to me. And now, here I am, circling around the Kaaba again. That is everything that happened to me. The cleaning worker continued. At first, I didn't completely believe the old man's words. I wanted to have him examined again to make sure that he really wasn't infected with anything serious. So the cleaning worker said to the old man, "I want you to come with me now so we can check again and be certain that you are free from any illness." The old man replied, "I will come with you." They both went together to the doctor, and the doctor performed several tests and examinations. He confirmed that the man was not infected with any disease and that he only had a simple cold. The cleaning worker was astonished and said, "All praise be to Allah. Glory be to Allah. This is truly a great miracle. Indeed, Allah Almighty is capable of all things. Glory be to Him, the Most High, the Almighty." Do not forget to write in the comments, Subhan Allah wa bihamdihi, Subhan Allah al-Azim. Glory be to Allah and praise be to Him, glory be to Allah the Great. O Allah, I seek refuge in You from worry and sorrow. I seek refuge in You from weakness and laziness. I seek refuge in You from cowardice and miserliness. And I seek refuge in You from being overwhelmed by debt and overpowered by men. O Allah, I am Your servant, the son of Your servant, the son of Your maidservant. My forelock is in Your hand. Your command over me is forever executed, and Your judgment upon me is just. I ask You by every name belonging to You, which You have named Yourself with, or revealed in Your book, or taught to any of Your creation, or kept with You in the knowledge of the unseen, that You make the Quran the spring of my heart, the light of my chest, the remover of my sadness, and the reliever of my distress. Repeat with me, all praise be to Allah for the blessing of Islam, and what a great blessing it is. O Allah, send blessings upon Muhammad and the family of Muhammad, as You sent blessings upon Ibrahim and the family of Ibrahim in all the worlds. Indeed, You are praiseworthy and glorious. If you have finished watching this video, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell. And don't forget to share this video with others.